Like the daring adventures etched into the American imagination, NYERERE remains a burning dream for someone out there in the far west. NYERERE National Park is more than just a realm ruled by nature. It is the result of millions of years of geological movement and centuries of historical change. This park was once the northern section of the Selous Game Reserve, one of Africa's oldest and largest wildlife sanctuaries. In 2019, the government of Tanzania officially separated this area, establishing a new national park to honor the country's first president, Julius Kambarage Nyerere. The decision was not only symbolic politically, but also paved the way for a modern model of ecological conservation. This vast landscape spans over 29,276 square kilometers deep in southern Tanzania, more than 230 kilometers southwest of the capital city, Dar es Salaam. On the map, it appears as a massive green expanse, interwoven with the tangled Rufiji River system and ancient rocky highlands. Though established relatively recently, NYERERE is now the largest national park in Tanzania and consistently ranks among the top 10 largest national parks in the world. The geological foundation here stems from the East African rift system, layered with ancient sediments and floodplain silt deposited over millions of years. This has given rise to lowlands, marshes, dry savannas, and dense miombo woodlands. Such a varied landscape makes every corner of the park feel like a world of its own, where even the breeze carries whispers from different eras. The tropical climate features two distinct rainy seasons, short rains from November to December and long rains from March to May, while the dry season typically stretches from June to October. Temperatures remain steady, ranging from 21 to 33 degrees Celsius, with rainfall varying by region from 750 to 1,250 millimeters per year. During the dry months, riverbeds crack open, revealing the earth beneath, while the rains bring the floodplains to life, turning them into a vivid, living tapestry. Together, these elements create one of the most pristine ecological regions still remaining on the African continent. NYERERE National Park is one of Africa's most treasured biological reserves, home to over 2,100 plant species and around 400. NYERERE has become a precious refuge for creatures gradually slipping away from the natural world. Its pristine state, with minimal human interference and intact ecosystems, has created a survival buffer zone for vulnerable species. Here, African wild dog packs maintain stable life cycles, uninterrupted by hunting pressure or fragmented territories. Sparse tracks of the black rhinoceros imprint the dry earth, silent testimony to an ancient being that still endures, thanks to intense protection efforts against poaching. Above, the deep, resonant calls of the southern ground hornbill echo through the forest canopy, sounds that have vanished in many other places. NYERERE is not just a sanctuary for life. It is a final stronghold against extinction, where nature has a chance to mend itself and rare species still have the right to carry on in their own way. Along the Rufiji River and its tributaries, the riverine forests and seasonal floodplains form the ecological heart of NYERERE. Dense vegetation helps retain moisture, regulate water flow, and protect the soil during the harsh dry season along this, Tanzania's largest river. With each rainy season, sediment builds up, giving the forest a sense of renewal. When the dry heat returns, this area quietly sustains underground water flows and a stable microclimate. This space is more than just a refuge. It is a biological anchor, keeping the rhythm of life steady for the entire web of plants and animals across the greater wilderness beyond its borders. As the sun begins to dip below the horizon, a troop of vervet monkeys, with their petite bodies and sleek grey coats, gathers on the low-hanging branches near the banks of the Rufiji River. They are drawn to the coolness of the floodplain forest, where the roots of ficus and syzygium trees help retain moisture and preserve precious water sources through the dry season. Vervet monkeys live in complex social groups, usually ranging from 10 to 50 individuals. They are easily recognized by their silvery gray or pale bluish-gray fur, contrasted by a hairless jet-black face. Vervets use a wide range of vocal calls and signals to identify threats and warn each other, maximizing the entire troop's ability to stay safe. Masters of survival, vervet monkeys thrive thanks to keen spatial memory, sharp alert systems, and a flexible diet. They track seasonal fruiting cycles, moving strategically to conserve energy. Research conducted in Lake NYERERE has shown their strong adaptability and stable population densities in riverine forests. Even as water levels shift, vervets remain agile, adjusting their home ranges to shaded, moisture-rich areas with steady food supplies. Through these adaptive behaviors, vervet monkeys play a vital role in the ecosystem. They help disperse seeds, manage insect populations, and serve as indicators of forest health. They are living proof of nature's resilience in this borderland between river and forest. From the towering treetops along the Rufiji River, the iconic call rings out, announcing the presence of the African fish eagle. This symbolic water eagle boasts an impressive wingspan of up to 2.4 meters and is instantly recognizable by its striking white head. They typically live in pairs along major rivers, especially in the Riparian forest and Riverine woodland zones of NYERERE, where the environment provides ideal conditions for them to thrive. Their hunting strategy is nothing short of spectacular. They soar overhead, then, in a flash, dive down to snatch fish weighing between 1 and 2 kilograms just beneath the water's surface, before carrying their catch to shore for a quiet feast. Every so often, they'll even cleverly steal fish from other birds like kingfishers or pelicans, showing off their competitive edge. During the dry season, as fish gather in deeper pools, the eagles move closer to the riverbanks, asserting their territory with bold, echoing calls, earning them the title, the Voice of Africa. With an estimated population of 300,000 to 400,000 individuals across freshwater regions, the African fish eagle serves as a direct ecological indicator. Their presence reflects an abundant fish supply and an ideal roosting structure provided by the riverine forests of NYERERE, a living sign of a flourishing ecosystem. Now, shift your gaze below the surface of the Rufiji River, where the floodplain forest keeps moisture locked in year-round, and you'll find herds of hippopotamus quietly submerged throughout the day. They do surface now and then, taking a breath every few minutes, only to slip back beneath the water's calm face. At night, they quietly leave the river, following well-worn paths to nearby grasslands, where each individual can consume up to 40 kilograms of fresh grass in a single night. Though their foraging journey isn't a hunt, hippos key figure, sometimes a rival, sometimes a cohabitant of the hippo, the Nile crocodile carries a story of its own. It typically lies in ambush beneath the water, with just its eyes, ears, and nostrils peeking above the river's surface, waiting for unsuspecting prey to approach for a drink. With a bite force reaching approximately 22,400 newtons, it holds the crown as the dominant predator along the riverbanks. This extraordinary power comes from large muscle groups developed around the skull and lower jaw, specialized for snapping the jaws shut with immense force. But such evolution comes at a surprising trade-off. The muscles responsible for opening the jaws are so small and weak that even a thin strip of tape could keep a fully grown crocodile's mouth shut. This reveals a clear evolutionary priority. Nile crocodiles have maximized offensive strength at the expense of flexibility. They don't need agile jaw control, as they rely on explosive bursts to clamp down on prey in an instant. Another remarkable trait is their ability to hold their breath for up to 2 hours when completely still, thanks to a mechanism that stores lactic acid in their blood. Even more curious, the gender of Nile crocodile hatchlings is determined by incubation temperature. Below 30 degrees Celsius mostly yields females, while above 32 degrees Celsius mostly produces males. This biological quirk allows populations to self-regulate their male-to-female ratio in response to climate fluctuations. Within the riparian forest and riverine woodland ecosystems, Nile crocodiles help regulate populations of fish and mammals that come to drink. During the dry season, as fish concentrate in shrinking pools, crocodiles move closer to the riverbanks, improving hunting success and asserting their territory with low-frequency underwater rumbles. With top swimming speeds of up to 35 kilometers per hour and the ability to strike suddenly, Nile crocodiles not only hunt with remarkable efficiency, but also help ease pressure on other thirsty wildlife like hippos and elephants, keeping the delicate balance of the river's edge intact. Stepping out from the humid riverine forests, the landscape opens into vast savannas and sweeping Miombo woodlands that stretch all the way to the horizon. It's a place of dryness and intense heat, yet it forms the biological heart of NYERERE National Park. With its mix of shrubs, tall grasses, and the signature Miombo trees, especially Brachystegia and Julbana elephant species, the matriarch of the African elephant herd is usually the oldest female, rich in experience. This role isn't claimed through strength, but through memory and decision-making skills, qualities that determine the survival of the entire group. African elephants also display profound emotional intelligence. They have greeting rituals, share food, and even exhibit mourning behavior when a herd member passes. In the harsh world of the savanna, this doesn't make them vulnerable. It makes them one of the most socially complex and resilient beings on Earth. According to the 2024 report by the Worldwide Fund for Nature, the African elephant population in the NYERERE Selous ecosystem has rebounded to nearly 20,000 individuals. A remarkable conservation success amid climate challenges and poaching threats. While once imperiled by the ivory trade, within NYERERE's boundaries, effective monitoring and community-based support have allowed elephant herds to stabilize and thrive. As the silhouettes of African elephants fade into the distance, herds of African buffalo emerge, towering across the open savanna. They gather in large numbers, enduring the scorching sun, a true symbol of resistance and survival. Individuals often form massive groups, sometimes numbering in the hundreds or even thousands during the rainy season. This is a critical survival strategy, helping reduce the... Spotted hyenas are widespread across the dry savanna and woodland zones of NYERERE National Park, known for their dual tactics of active hunting and scavenging, blending both predator and opportunist behavior. They often form large clans of 20 to 80 individuals, with social structures as complex as those of cercopithecine monkeys, which enhances their ability to hunt in coordination and defend territory. A 2024 study revealed that they secure 60 to 95% of their food through active hunting, using group strategies especially effective against large prey like wildebeest and impala. Though not as imposing as lions, hyenas hold their own in this fierce ecological rivalry. The two species compete heavily, sharing up to 58% of the same food sources. During the dry season, when prey congregates near dwindling waterholes, spotted hyenas use the cover of night and open terrain to swoop in after the lions have left. Yet, far from the outdated image of mere scavengers, the hyenas in this ecosystem frequently hunt on their own terms. They form small hunting parties of 2 to 5 individuals to bring down mid-sized prey like antelope, sprinting at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour. In NYERERE, their success rate in live hunts even rivals or surpasses that of lions, a reflection of their flexible hunting strategies and high efficiency in the semi-open dry woodland terrain. They possess the strongest bite force in the Hyenidae family, up to 4,500 newtons, capable of crushing even the largest bones, including those of giraffes and buffalo. Beyond brute force, their agility, long-range hearing up to 10 kilometers, and use of deceptive calls give them a tactical edge in food competition. In the dry savanna and woodland, the spotted hyena is not merely a ruthless predator, but also nature's cleanup crew, consuming every last trace of a kill and playing a vital role in the natural cycle of life. Another warrior of this arid land is the cheetah, the embodiment of pure speed. It hunts across the open plains where the dry savanna and woodland of NYERERE stretch wide and endless. Cheetahs can accelerate up to 120 kilometers per hour, a staggering record in the animal kingdom on land. But achieving such velocity has come at a steep cost to their survival versatility. The cheetah's body is built for sprinting. Long legs, a fused pelvis, and narrow joints allow for long, flowing strides. Yet this design limits their ability to climb or defend themselves with the strength of a lion or leopard. Their lightweight skull reduces head mass for running efficiency, but also weakens their bite force, making it difficult to hold onto prey or crush larger bones. Genetic studies confirm that cheetahs experience two severe genetic bottlenecks approximately 100,000 and 12,000 years ago. As a result, their current genetic diversity is only about 0.1 to 4% of the average seen in most other species. This is reflected in high rates of malformed sperm, a weakened immune system, and a sluggish adaptability to environmental changes. Even reproduction is fragile. Females are highly sensitive to stress, and loud noises can easily disrupt pregnancy, On top of that, the number of wild individuals across Africa is now below 8,000. In the dry savanna of NYERERE, where speed is an advantage but offers little protection, cheetahs rely on an open hunt strategy, using long-range vision and explosive acceleration over short distances. Every burst of speed demands intense focus, yet the long-term cost is limited stealth versatility, no real ability to steal food from other predators, and little defense against threats. Unlike the solitary approach of the cheetah, the African wild dog hunts in packs, beginning with a silent, coordinated approach to their target. In a land defined by strategy and community connection, this is a brilliantly adaptive method. A 2025 camera trap study in the Selous NYERERE area recorded 141 African wild dogs across 24 packs, averaging 6 individuals per group, with some larger clans reaching up to 23 members. They are astonishing predators, boasting a success rate of 60 to 90%, far surpassing that of lions or leopards. Each hunt is a symphony of teamwork. Pack members communicate through unique vocalizations, track the position of both prey and teammates, and encourage each other to maintain stamina. With top speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour, they can pursue prey over distances of 2 to 4 kilometers, gradually exhausting it and trapping it through collective tactics. Living in tightly knit packs, they move in formation and shift territories seasonally, often using abandoned aardvark or warthog dens for breeding. What truly stands out is their pack-wide parenting style. Stronger members regurgitate food to feed the pups and even other adults, showcasing a remarkable sense of unity and care. With approximately 800 to 1,000 individuals in NYERERE, the largest known population in Africa, these African wild dog packs sweep across the savanna like the wind, living proof of a survival story both raw and poetic. Across the savannas and open woodlands, the Angolan giraffe, also known as the smoky giraffe, uses its towering height to reach the upper canopy, where its favorite nutrient-rich leaves await. This survival advantage helps it avoid direct competition with ground-level grazers like the African buffalo or impala. However, drinking water requires a unique and awkward technique. To lower its head enough to reach the water, the giraffe must splay its front legs wide or bend at the knees, creating a vulnerable position. Earning the title of the tallest land animal on Earth comes with trade-offs. But the giraffe compensates with extraordinary internal adaptations. A complex network of valves in its veins and arteries along the neck regulates blood pressure, preventing a sudden rush of blood to the brain when it bends down. Its powerful heart, weighing up to 11 kilograms, pumps blood at high pressure to circulate throughout a body that can reach up to 6 meters in height. During the rainy season, giraffes can easily find shallow pools, though they often prefer to hydrate through moisture-rich leaves from acacia and commiphora trees. In the dry season, when water sources are scarce, they take greater risks approaching waterholes, making them more susceptible to ambushes by nearby lions or Nile crocodiles. Still, thanks to their high tolerance for dehydration, giraffes can go without drinking for 2 to 3 days, maintaining hydration through the moisture absorbed from their leafy diet. Both a companion and a competitor for food, the greater kudu often grazes quietly beneath the Angolan giraffe, nibbling on the lower leaves left behind by its towering counterpart. Primarily scattered throughout the open woodlands of NYERERE National Park, the greater kudu is one of Africa's largest antelope species, weighing up to 270 kilograms and standing about 1.4 meters at the shoulder. Its most distinctive feature is a spiraled pair of horns, twisting 2 to 3 full turns and often extending over 1 meter, serving both as weapons and as a biological hallmark of the male. Greater kudus live either alone or in small groups of 2 to 10 individuals, becoming most active in the early morning and late afternoon to avoid the intense savanna heat. During the dry season, when grasses become scarce, they switch to feeding on shrubs, bark, and wild fruits, thanks to a complex stomach structure that allows them to digest tough cellulose efficiently. Though not as fast as a gazelle, the greater kudu has an impressive vertical leap of up to 2.5 meters, which helps it escape predators like lions or leopards in the sparse thickets. A 2024 survey shows that kudu populations in NYERERE remain stable, primarily inhabiting the edges of dry miombo woodlands and transitional zones bordering the open savanna. Moving away from the arid stretches of the dry savanna and woodland, NYERERE's landscape softens into the seasonal wetlands and floodplains, where life pulses to the rhythm of water. These are low-lying areas flanking seasonal rivers and lakes, flooding during the rains and gradually receding, leaving behind a temporary but vibrant ecological canvas. As the waters rise, flocks of migratory birds arrive to breed. Amphibians emerge from beneath the soil, calling for mates in the early rains. Insects hatch en masse, forming a rich buffet for both birds and fish. Here, the white-faced whistling duck One standout amphibian of this region is the African bullfrog. When heavy rains drench the seasonal wetlands and floodplains of NYERERE, this massive frog bursts forth from the hardened earth to join the explosive breeding frenzy of the flooded lands. This species is remarkable for its size, measuring 20 to 24 centimeters, with males weighing up to 1.2 kilograms. An opportunistic predator, the African bullfrog feeds on insects and small animals, including fish, frogs, and even other amphibians. It's one of the few frog species with true teeth, and also sports 2 sharp pseudofangs on the lower jaw, used to seize and hold prey. When threatened, it doesn't hesitate to bite back, even at humans, and its bite can draw blood. During the dry season, the African bullfrog burrows deep into the mud, secreting a thick mucus cocoon for protection, entering a near-dormant state known as estivation. They can remain underground for months, patiently waiting for the rains to return. Once rainfall exceeds 70 millimeters within 48 hours, the frogs emerge en masse, launching into an intense breeding phase. Each male may defend a lek, while females can lay up to 4,000 eggs. Within just 2 days, tadpoles hatch, and the father defends them, digging small channels to direct water and prevent their pools from drying out. Research conducted from 2024 to 2025 in similar ecosystems confirms their sudden mass appearance provides a crucial food source for migratory birds, lizards, and small fish, especially during the short flood season. Shifting your gaze across the marshy terrain, you're likely to spot the lechwe, an antelope species native to wetlands, known for its graceful gait and astonishing speed over soft, muddy ground. Its longer hind legs give it a spring-loaded advantage, allowing it to leap and accelerate across mud without sinking. When necessary, the lechwe can reach speeds of up to 48 kilometers per hour, fast enough to escape predators like lions or spotted hyenas, even in terrain that seems disadvantageous. A 2024 study in the similarly flooded Okavango region showed that lechwe rely almost entirely on seasonal wetlands for both breeding and foraging, particularly during the rainy months from November to April. Though their numbers are lower in Nyerere compared to savanna-dwelling antelope, lechwe play a key role in the food web and serve as ecological indicators of the health and stability of the park's seasonal wetland systems. One of the most striking sights in this ecosystem is the bold striping on the body of the plains zebra. Its contrasting pattern stands out against the lush green landscape following the rains, like spontaneous brushstrokes across the vibrant canvas of the seasonal wetlands and floodplains. Equus quagga often gathers in large herds on these moist grasslands after the first seasonal showers, where young, nutrient-rich grasses sprout in abundance. They frequently travel alongside antelope species such as impala and lechwe, benefiting from early danger detection provided by their alert companions. Zebras play the role of path clearers in the ecosystem. By grazing on the taller grasses, they make way for smaller herbivores to access the tender growth beneath. According to 2024 survey data from the Selous NYERERE region, plains zebra populations peak between December and March, coinciding with the height of the rainy season. During the dry months, they retreat to areas with deeper water sources or move along riverbanks. Their unique stripes serve more than just individual identification. They also help deter biting flies like horseflies and regulate body temperature, a crucial adaptation in the seasonally hot and humid environment of this region. A common bird in the seasonal wetlands and floodplains of Nyerere National Park, the African jacana, is often referred to by its evocative nickname, the bird that walks on water. With oversized feet and unusually long toes, it can tread lightly on floating vegetation without sinking, appearing to glide effortlessly across the water's surface. This behavior is not only a marvel of ecological adaptation, but it also allows jacanas to fully exploit shallow waters filled with floating water hyacinths, areas that are often difficult for other species to access. They forage for insects, small snails, and planktonic creatures, playing an important role in controlling bottom-dwelling organisms and maintaining the microbial balance in these temporary waters. Jacanas are also unique in their reproductive strategy. Females mate with multiple males, while males take on the full responsibility of incubating eggs and caring for the young, a rare model among birds. Data from 2024 recorded over 30 waterbird species breeding within this same ecosystem in Nyerere, including the black-winged stilt, white-faced whistling duck, and squacco heron. This highlights the critical importance of wetland zones in preserving waterbird diversity. Delicate in appearance yet remarkably adaptive, the African jacana is a vivid symbol of the fragile but fiercely resilient life that pulses through these seasonal marshlands. As the seasonal marshes begin to dry and migratory birds take flight, life in Nyerere shifts once again, this time toward the southwest and northwest. That's when the Hill and Escarpment Woodland rises like a natural stronghold, an isolated fortress nestled deep within NYERERE National Park. Bordering Tanzania's highland zone, this region features rugged terrain with exposed granite outcrops, low-growing trees, and a web of rocky crevices. Thanks to its elevation, the climate here remains cool year-round, with temperatures ranging from 20 to 26 degrees Celsius. Though harsh and rocky, this stable environment offers ideal shelter for wildlife that prefers a more discreet existence. Less impacted by seasonal fluctuations, the rocky hills serve not only as a natural winter refuge, but also as proof of the quiet resilience of wildlife within NYERERE's multi-layered ecological structure. Most importantly, this is home to some of Tanzania's, and even the continent's, most sensitive and vulnerable animal species. A standout species in the Hill and Escarpment Woodland of NYERERE National Park is the black rhinoceros. Unlike their savanna-dwelling relatives, these rhinos seek out granite slopes, where thick shrub cover, rugged terrain, and sparse woodlands shield them from curious eyes. This is not just a hiding place, it is one of the last truly quiet, untouched regions where this species can persist in near secrecy. The black rhinoceros lives a survival story that is neither loud nor dramatic. They move slowly through comifora thickets, marking territory with scars on tree trunks and faint tracks on dry, rocky soil. Each day, they consume over 20 kilograms of shrub leaves, from acacia to comifora, along with low branches, bit by bit, as if conserving every last breath of life. Their curved horn is not just for defense, it's a survival tool, used to snap branches, dig, and adapt to the dry, tough land. Here, in a place few humans ever reach, they are not pressured by the fast rhythms of the wild, not hunted, not forced to reveal themselves. The black rhinoceros is arguably one of the most vulnerable wild animals on Earth, not just because of its critically low numbers, but also because of its biology and lifestyle, traits that make it difficult to adapt quickly to external pressures. First, there's their slow reproductive rate. A female usually gives birth to only one calf every 4 to 5 years, with a nursing period that can last up to 2 years. This means even a small loss of individuals could take decades to recover. They are solitary animals, lacking the herd dynamics that might offer shared vigilance or group defense. When confronted with predators or threats, they react slowly and are susceptible to ambush, unless terrain offers a natural shield. Most crucially, their iconic horn, the biological signature that sets them apart, is also their most critical vulnerability. Poachers don't just target them as prey, they go after the very tool the rhino depends on for defense. And yet, the horn is made of the same keratin as a human fingernail. Finally, their deep dependence on stable, undisturbed habitats like the Hill and Escarpment Woodland makes them particularly sensitive to climate change, habitat degradation, or even subtle shifts in ecological balance. All of this makes it clear, the rugged hill forests, with their cool climate and raw wilderness, are silently cradling the black rhino. Not with fences or barriers, but with the very harshness of nature itself, a harshness that paradoxically has become one of the last safe havens. Among herbivores, the klipspringer stands out as a master of rock climbing. These nimble antelope can move effortlessly across rocky outcrops, leaping just a few strides to reach higher ground. An effective way to stay out of reach from threats like leopards or even black rhinoceroses. Their thick, disc-shaped hooves provide a firm grip on steep granite crevices, allowing them to navigate vertical terrain with ease and confidence. Another master of scaling rocky slopes, but not to flee, rather to hunt, is the leopard. Unlike lions that hunt in coordinated prides, leopards are solitary, avoiding direct confrontation whenever possible. They hunt at night, relying on razor-sharp vision and near-silent movement. Every pounce is a calculated strike, often from above, always sudden and decisive. Even during the rainy season, when rocks are slick and the forest floor is cloaked in decaying leaves, they maintain extraordinary balance. Thanks to their retractable claws, padded paws, and highly flexible bodies, they can react instantly to unpredictable terrain. Leopards in NYERERE have been recorded reaching speeds of up to 58 kilometers per hour and can leap as high as 3 meters. An adult can weigh between 50 and 70 kilograms, enough to bring down mid-sized prey such as impala, bushbuck, or even full-grown warthogs. But after a kill, they don't feed immediately. Instead, they drag the carcass into a tree or wedge it deep into a rock crevice, both to preserve it and to protect it from opportunists like the spotted hyena. In fact, data from the Selous NYERERE region shows that hyenas can steal up to 50% of kills if the leopard doesn't stash the meal quickly enough. A single leopard can survive up to 13 days on one medium-sized primate, consuming between 1.7 and 2.5 kilograms of meat per day, depending on size and sex. Surveys from 2024 and 2025 confirm that leopards roam across wide ranges with relatively little conflict. This is largely due to their instinct to retreat and their ability to live in isolation, deep in areas where neither humans nor other predators easily reach. They may lack the support of a pride and don't rely on seasonal hunting booms, but that's exactly what makes them masters of survival. Finally, one figure cloaked in silence, yet no less formidable: the rock python, Africa's largest snake. Rock pythons hunt through ambush, often lurking in the shadows along trails used by small antelope like duikers, hares, or monkeys. They don't rely on venom. Instead, they strike with precision, seize their prey in a powerful bite, and then coil their massive bodies around it. Their constriction force can exceed 90,000 newtons per square meter, enough to shut down a circulatory system in moments. With flexible jaws and a highly expandable jaw joint, they can swallow prey up to twice their own body width. Digestion takes anywhere from several days to a few weeks, during which the python remains nearly motionless, staying hidden to conserve energy and avoid exposure. Their defensive strategy is equally discreet: a warning hiss, a tightly coiled body, and a readiness to strike back if provoked. With thick skin and muscular flexibility, the rock python is built to withstand impact and defend itself with remarkable efficiency. Even though these wild species have found strongholds to call home, they are well aware that their sanctuary is growing fragile. Over the past 2 decades, exploration, disrupting migration corridors for species like the African elephant, lion, and wild dog. Buffer zones, once vital biological shields protecting the ecosystem, are being fragmented by roads, infrastructure, and growing human presence. Climate change is compounding the uncertainty. Recent data from the East African Meteorological Institute shows the rainy season across the Rufiji Basin now arrives 2 to 3 weeks later than average, while dry season temperatures have risen by 1.2 degrees Celsius over the past decade. These changes disrupt breeding cycles, migration timing, and even food chain dynamics throughout the wild. like an old elephant that once escaped a poacher's trap, now trembling beneath the roar of an excavator. Or the dwindling rhino herd, born with an instinct for caution, now retreating deeper into the hills, unsettled by the looming shadow of a new kind of threat. This time, the harm does not come with claws or fangs, but from unseen hands. Perhaps humanity has begun to hear the quiet cries for help from the creatures of this land, because NYERERE is being safeguarded through quiet yet powerful efforts. According to the Worldwide Fund for Nature in 2024, after plummeting to just around 15,000 individuals in 2014, the elephant population surpassed 20,000 by 2023. This recovery was made possible through anti-poaching measures using surveillance drones, camera traps, and GPS tracking. Today, over 1,200 square kilometers of core habitat are monitored continuously 24/7, and recorded violations have dropped by more than 70% in the past 5 years. In the Rufiji Basin, under pressure from UNESCO, the Tanzanian government began trialing seasonal flood release models in late 2024. The first 3 artificial water discharges took place during the 2024 to 2025 rainy season, mimicking natural flood pulses to restore habitats for more than 350 bird species, 45 freshwater fish species, and dozens of amphibians. In the park's southwest, according to the Tanzania Wildlife Authority, 12 mining sites have been suspended or had their boundaries reduced, reopening migratory corridors for large mammals. Meanwhile, the Global Environment Facility and the Franklinia Foundation have supported reforestation of more than 800 hectares of buffer woodland since 2023. Each of these changes is a small but steady step forward, and from within this quiet perseverance, NYERERE is slowly regaining its breath, revived by the very life force it once gave so freely to the world. If you've ever been a tourist or a distant admirer of this place, now is the time to embrace the wildlife here with care and support. Whether it's the smallest herbivore or the mighty lion, they all need your help. And if you've had the chance to set foot in NYERERE National Park, don't hesitate to share your knowledge and experiences in the comments below. Your story could inspire others and drive more momentum for conservation efforts, helping protect rare wildlife and preserve ecosystems for future generations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to join us on more magical journeys ahead. Or continue exploring the survival stories of wild animals in other regions with Wild Hwanga, Where Lions Rule and Rivals Fall, or Luangwa Unveiled, deep in the Valley of Hunters.